being set. The smoke lands onto the coffins. Slowly up to take out, and he's eliminated. Know where Sereni stands, but he denies Ankaret. All around in favor of LvlUp. That is insane. That once more is the key factor to all of that.
Absolutely. It's a bit of a weird one for Navi to take it that slow. This is the second round they've lost the time running out on them, and I'm not really sure what they're thinking so hard about. It's a very binary decision. Once you make your commitment to a site, you just have to go for it and stop thinking about how it could affect you. You know, you gotta go. That's it. That's the principle that many teams seem to be lacking at times. When you commit, and that's it. No more second thoughts, no more drawbacks, nothing. And LvlUp, they're getting a little bit feisty. They're getting a little bit fired up, and I love it. I really enjoy watching them start to wake up and take these aggressive stances where they start to feel more comfortable in an impulse. I mean, just the fact that he has an op and he's standing under short balcony, it tells you a lot already. With a very tight setup on towards short itself, impulse will find the first. Yet again, where's the flash? Why the peak? Where's the player in middle? There's so many questions and none of them answered. Gaspadarov this time alone, though, will take out Impulse, and surprisingly, they left him out to dry.
Let's see if they can put some fire and ignite it over there on the A site. Supporter in form of Sereni's already coming. This man got to be fairly fast, so he does not have any long information, which could become the problem. Pit as well as site is fortified. How long? And yet, Haunted and eliminate. Not cleared. There, Simka strikes and gets he does get denied midair. That looks like it for a second, but the bomb site's still under control of Navi Jr. But for how long? It's over, and that is the 11-11 coming in.
I mean, at this point, I'm not surprised. Navi Jr., they're starting to trip over their own feet, and they're not really helping each other out at all. They're really, you know, we could see Topa, for example, peeking out Boiler first, and then you had Gaspadarov solo peeking middle. It's not the problem that they're not getting frags at times. It's the problem how they go about doing it, and they need to be more concise. They need to be more cohesive in that element. They do get the plant at least for a difference, besides the fact that they lost 2 rounds to time running out on them. You know, they're still in a bit of a weird spot, and they cannot afford to make rounds like that continuously, time and time again. As LvlUp, as we said, confidence is booming, and the double up in play. This is where the real problems begin. Good double nade though, as D will find the return. Well, they are playing a little bit more on the reckless side, if we can say so, and here comes the attempt. Of course, last 2 players, Capacha and Topa, don't really have an option but to attempt the B take. Oh, D missing his chance. Hold on. Yeah, this now opens up a new venue here for Navi Jr., especially with 2 ops, D and Impulse. They're gonna have to be extra careful and extra accurate if they want to win this round. Second smoke into CT. Now it begins. The clock is ticking.
They have a slight bit of utility in form of smokes and 2 flashes. That got to be put in use quite well. As they're the first smoke rains. Wrong position. They imagine it's going to be 1 banana, understandably. Capacho not even blinded. Second flash. Uh-oh, this becomes a problem. And his shape of his body might be seen anytime soon. Yeah, and there he's dead. Dimka takes the white swing. 3 players are just a little too much at that point in time.
Again, I'm a bit perplexed by the way they decide to play the afterplant. Simply put, They don't even risk going into triple and dark and have a crossfire setup where you literally wait for your opponent to get onto site. And yeah, you risk a lot with that, with potentially Molotovs being thrown at you, but you deal with that bridge, or you cross that bridge when you get to it. And unfortunately for Navi Junior, they hoped to be a bit more aggressive open and instead got shut down beautifully by LvlUp. 12 to 11 as Navi Junior with the plant. Yeah, they'll buy up a little bit, mini buy if we can call so. They're starting to fail on all accounts, and as you said yesterday, they've already had a tough spot against Big Academy. This time, this is 13-11, my dude, and it might just be the map slowly going to LvlUp if it proceeds down this line.
Very good point you're having, and I mean, this round is inevitably the one of LvlUp, except Topa is out of this world. Just don't. Have no chance. That's not at all. You know what I just noticed? Can we swap for all LvlUp players real quick? Just every single LvlUp player. Nope. Okay. So no, that's close enough. We have the scoreboard though. That's sick. What I actually meant, the majority of LvlUp I think is bold. I just noticed that. I just noticed that. Look at that. That's AVN. No, that's Anker.
No way.
I'm not joking.
No way.
I'm not joking. I just noticed that. It's a very interesting fact. So Rainy,
he's not bald. He just has a very short hair.
That counts. Either way, I'm dodging that one.
Oh God. Okay, I didn't.
I really had to put that thought out. What they do are bold moves, which definitely pay off right now with them having a 2-round lead and possibly taking their matchup as well.
Good save.
At any time.
Well, let's see how their bold moves help them out, as Impulse is going to be caught under, well, of course, under roof yet again, Bit with a free entry. Again, LvlUp do the same as they did previously, leaving Impulse on short alone, and he will be isolated and taken out. A single Molotov enough to snuff out the Opper. That should be a little bit scary. LvlUp, though. They're leaving B wide open. The rotation's already coming through. Top of the second. Navi, and what was he thinking again? Peeking in solo. I know a flash was coming through, but again, the risk does not outweigh the reward. And in this case, Bit will find Dimke. That should be the round gone. LvlUp. They get hammered into the ground here, as they fail on all accounts.
They do. They very much do in this one, and that's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
It is. It's a bit disappointing, if one could say, maybe even.
Yeah, agreed.
Given that they let Impulse die alone, and Avian pulls off that solo thingy, it's like, come on, boys, you know better than that. Definitely comes as a bit of a surprise that they're so close, yet now they're starting to draw back again and feeling a little bit further than ever.
Well, for now, they're over. I'm very looking forward to see if Navi Junior are capable of bouncing back onto this. It would be very interesting to see if they're capable of doing so.
The damage is pretty severe to begin with.
It is pretty severe to be honest. As now, we're 55 seconds in. The dedication is clear. The bomb's still back in spawn, which indicates it's definitely a fake from Navi Junior. They're trying to sell this one quite well, but the utility is there.
Flash.
Yeah, and that is what's needed. Otherwise, they would have pretty much run into it. And now D has to be the key aspect here. And forced away again.
And look at LvlUp. They're thinking this is still A, and their thinking is actually not wrong. They are committed to holding the site, although now in the nick of time they pull back both players from long. And the rotation might be what really gets at them now. Dimke, and of course Avian left on A side. Here comes the execution, flash on middle, and the full force of Navi Junior is coming down to bear on them. Where's the smokes? Where is the full execute? Oh, Navi Junior are wasting a lot of time. 16 seconds. They are really wasting a lot of time. The rotation has now returned from B. What is going on, Navi Junior?
They have to get a bomb down. The pit player becomes a problem. 6 more seconds to do so. They got to be careful about pit, but they seemingly know. If Dimke is out, they have bought themselves so much more time and room. As D joins, he can only do it over library, which makes it a bit more of a problem. They must know at least one of the players' position right now. And this becomes problematic because there's no utility on LvlUp. They can't enter the site with a slight advantage. There's nothing to do so. Pit player still present. Okay, information gained. And now it's about the AWP to have a surprise moment on him. They wait and wait and wait. Push comes in. Gospodara fails. Oh, the AK's not enough of Topa. Is the time enough with the kits?
I believe he has. Yeah, timeout going to be called for LvlUp. They're going to take a moment here. Yeah, timeout going to be called for LvlUp. They're going to take a moment here to calm their nerves, and the excitement is obviously getting quite high. The adrenaline is starting to pump. It's understandable. They're starting to win this, and they realize that themselves. But Navi Junior, it really baffles the mind what in the world they are taking so long to push into. Now, there was a Molotov deployed by Dimke at around the 30-second mark, maybe 30-second mark, I think it would be safe to say. So at 22 seconds, the Molotov was gone. That means that Navi Junior had an additional 5 to 6 seconds to clear out the site, and yet they still only waited down to the 14th-second mark, meaning they really took their time. And when I say taking their time in a good sense, no, in a bad sense. They were rushing onto site. That's why they couldn't even play properly to defrag effectively. Good pop flash as Ankara Scott with a knife in hand, or a utility. What the gods is happening here? Like, this is such a clean round for LvlUp right now.
They seem to have a bit of a problem with focus right now. Seems like they're swapping that one off a little. Hurts to watch. But not done yet. Far away from being done.
Doesn't look like it, yeah.
As you see,
Good molly.
50 seconds over. There's not much time left.
Yeah, once again, they're going to be playing this long con impulse. Oh, he's going to try a little bit of a cheeky pull, and he does get away with it freely. Bit caught. And already we can see the defensive ace strengthening further as Impulse has the crossfire that is easy as that. Dimke finds the second. And this is Zologarov as ordained by LvlUp. You ain't getting anywhere. Perfectly done. Really perfectly done.
It's true what you're saying. It's very, very true. This is just unfortunate to watch the Navi Junior team. But, I mean, Vertigo is up next. Could be a fairly easy one. And then up Train. We're going to see. We're not done yet. We're far away from being done.
Oh, far away indeed, but I mean, the thing is, Navi Junior seem to be a little bit shaken up, perhaps, and just not used to this kind of aggression from LvlUp. Look at this, pushing down middle. We hadn't seen this before in this game, and they are, I guarantee you, Navi Junior will be taken by surprise here. There's no chance they anticipate this and actually have a response. I say it though, Topa. I jinxed Avian. I apologize there, but
over.
again,
Well done again.
you know, again, classic me.
As we say, yeah, Gospodara falling. Impulse must have been heard that aggression. It was just a good bit of health, actually. 40 around that number. And so they take the A site again.
Slowly approaching the take. 50 seconds. Seems like we've seen this happen once before already, haven't we?
Yeah, we did.
Deja vu in a way. Shadani smartly pulls off the angle, does not allow himself to be caught freely here on long. And the crossfire being set by LvlUp might be enough to break stride of Navi Jr. Indeed it is. Dimke 1. No bit is able to reply. Capacho the second. Capacho gonna clean the house. As I had more confidence in LvlUp than they seemingly possess currently. And that is gonna be D saving it up. 13-15. We are not done just yet, Vince. We are not done just yet. As I gotta say, I mean, LvlUp started off so strong, though. Again, pushing down middle. I expected perhaps a bit of a different approach in the end. But we do see that with the saved AWP, there should be enough money to somewhat reinvest. Maybe not fully. This is minimum loss bonus as far as I can tell. Yes, it is. 1,400. So,